my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Sounds Like a You Problem. I believe this will be our last episode of 2023, which feels and sounds incredible to say. I think this is going to be episode 20. How exciting! How refreshing! Like 20 episodes in, 3-4 months? That's good. I did good. I'm proud of myself. But we're going to talk about ending 2023 strong, okay? We got to end it with some strength, some dignity here, and going in and setting ourselves up for success in 2024. These are going to be easy, attainable ways, things you can implement in your life, things you should be thinking about. A very motivating, fun, exciting video, okay? Because let's let go of this year and bring the new year in. That's always just like one of my favorite parts of the end of the year. But it still feels like a foreign concept to say that 2023 is over. I feel like I'm still I'm not ready, But let's start by reflecting on 2023 because that will make it feel more real and tangible that we just lived a year of our lives. So literally get a pen and some paper, okay? I think that we should write this down. We're gonna learn, okay? So get out a pen and a paper, come back to this episode, bookmark it, or just sit there and listen to me and come back later and do this. But I think this is gonna be a beneficial exercise, so I do highly suggest doing it. What goals did we meet in 2023? I'm gonna think, what goal did I meet? I started a podcast. Hi, how are ya? What else? I bought a motorcycle. I learned how to ride a motorcycle, bought a motorcycle, I rode it, so that's been fun. Those are two really big goals. I bought a piano and started to try to teach myself how to play piano. That's great. What did we enjoy doing? I really enjoyed riding my motorcycle and playing piano. So that's good. Also, I really enjoyed listening to audiobooks. I've only actually just implemented that in my life this month. I'm on my second one and I'm loving it. So that's something I enjoy doing now. And podcasts. Oh, I've listened to so many podcasts this year. This year was my podcast year, okay? To create a podcast, host a podcast, own a podcast, and listen to them. Let's see. How do you feel about 2023? What are 3 words that you could describe 2023 in for yourself? Mine are going to be transformative, ever-changing, and growth, which is good. I feel like at the end of every year, growth should be a word you're able to describe your year with. What would we like to change? If there was anything that we could have changed about our year, what would it be? I'm going to be real, raw, vulnerable, and honest with you guys real quick. And what I wish I could change is that I did take my goals a little bit more seriously last year. I didn't write much down. I really didn't take it very seriously until about the middle of the year. And I'm trying to do better already by doing this episode with you guys. So that's what I'd like to change, is taking my goals more seriously and taking myself more seriously, and believing in myself just a little bit more. And then I think you should be proud of the good. You wrote it down, you thought about it, you pulled it out of the year. I know there was bad things that happened, but you should focus on the good that came from this year and remind yourself of the good things. So write that down, ponder it a little bit. Bask in the glory of the things that you are happy about that happened and that you're proud about. It's important, guys. No one's going to do that for you. You can't expect other people to be proud for you and to give you praise. You also have to do that for yourself. Now, completing unfinished tasks. I know, but this is a part of wrapping up 2023, okay? So I'm calling myself out here with taxes. Yeah. Taxes. That's okay. It's an unfinished task, but I'm calling myself out. It needs to be on my to-do list this week, okay? This week. Start cleaning up your space now. If you're like, oh, when the new year comes in, I'm going to get rid of everything that I need to get rid of. No, do it now. And you know what? I've been doing this. You'd be proud of me. I went through every pair of pants that I owned. Did you guys see that video? Go watch that video. I own 45 pairs of pants. Who in the world needs 45 pairs of pants? Not me, not you. Honestly, no one. I don't even care if you're Kim K. You don't need 45 pairs of pants. And I got rid of half of them. I'm very proud of myself for that. I also went through my intimate drawer, so socks, underwear, swimsuits, bras, sports bras, all of that. Got rid of a whole bag worth of stuff, and I went through my bathroom closet and got rid of just so much stuff that just sits there. And I plan on still doing this with my pantry, with my fridge, with a lot of other things. But you cannot receive if there are things taking up space in the place that you're meant to receive them in. And I mean that more than just the physical. Weather sucks. So you're stuck in the house anyway. So let's make some room for the crap you're going to get for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And it helps you feel like you have a fresh, clean, new start. So at the start of the year, you're not rushing to get clean and fresh. You're already just starting it out clean and fresh. And make that mood board. Have you made your mood board yet? Make it. I like to make one like every 3 to 6 months. I made one last year. It's still over here, but I have a digital one that I made this year for 2024 goals. But I like to make them like seasonally. I feel like then it's more obtainable and it just is a little bit more controlled and a little bit more specific. And that can be really good to get specific on things you're trying to attract. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Pay off your debt. Okay, if you got some credit card debt, let's see what we can do. Let's go over the budget. Let's do some refinancing maybe. What is a solution you can provide for yourself to go into the new year without credit card debt? I know. This episode's coming out like a week before January, but start getting that plan of movement in action and you'll already be further than you were yesterday. Okay? Renew your health insurance. Update your car insurance. You do not get discounts for being loyal to insurance providers anymore. That was like a thing of the past. So if you learned that from your parents, throw that away because it's not true. Throw it away. Seriously, I am going to be shopping around on January 4th because January 4th I'm officially off of probation and will be able to drop my SR22 insurance coverage. And I'm just really proud of myself. I get chills every time I talk about it because I will have officially graduated out of probation and I will no longer have any legal or formal or financial obligations that tie me back to my alcoholism. I will be just fully independently living a sober life, and I'm very excited for that. Okay, I really am. Also, do you have pet insurance? Do you have renter's insurance? Now's the time to do it. Don't tell yourself all year you're going to do it and then not do it. And I'm talking to you, Daisy. I'm talking to you. Why is it not on your to-do list? Same with your taxes. Make the time. Complete unfinished tasks. Wrap it up, baby. Start your goals now, okay? You'll be further ahead. Again, like I said, you'll be a lot further ahead today than you were yesterday if you just start it today. I promise you will, okay? Another thing that I want to do is I have an Etsy page where I did my sobriety and mental health awareness advocacy t-shirt and sweatshirt clothing brand. That's a long name. No wonder no one bought anything. People did buy things. People did support me. But it just wasn't very successful and it was a lot of time and energy, which is why I made this podcast because then I thought eventually I could have merch, which is another goal for 2024. But I don't want to tell you too much about my goals for 2024 because that's going to be a whole different separate video. So make sure you stay tuned in for that to be inspired, to get goal ideas, and to be reminded to set goals for the year so that you can continue to grow and be the best version of yourself and have a well-rounded, full, fun life that you're proud of and can look back at when you're 90 and be like, I'm so glad I did that. It takes time to build a habit, okay? It does, which is why I started going to the gym in October maybe, the very end of October. Might have been November. And I missed a couple weeks, but that's okay. I went today, and I always have more energy in the afternoon when I go. I've never been a gym girly, never worked out, literally have never seen the results or felt benefits of working out. And I do it once a month now. I'm sorry. Once a week. Just to like get rid of that gym anxiety. I'm still working up for that. Still kind of just like getting used to it being in. Again, it takes time to build a habit. So start small so you don't disappoint yourself, okay? Because you need that trust and integrity and reliability within yourself. So if you start small with a goal you know you can meet, that's the key for success, okay, guys? Give yourself time, take baby steps. That way you can implement this habit into your life. I started forcing myself to remember to drink water, a minimum of 2 bottles a day. So usually around this time, I will drink my bottle of water, and then right before bed, I will chug an entire bottle of water because I gotta meet that goal. And it's starting to become easier. It's starting to become to the point where, like, by the time I get to the bedroom after my nighttime routine, I've only got a half of the bottle left, if not a little bit less to drink, because I'm slowly implementing that into my life. But I'm reaching that goal, I'm hitting that goal, I'm proud of myself, and it's ultimately you need to drink more water. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything in your life is gonna thank you if you drink more water. I promise, like everything. Don't leave it up to December 31st when you're trying to change your whole life overnight. Okay, it doesn't work. Like little bitty baby steps. Also, book that doctor's appointment, book that dentist appointment. Okay. Have you done that yet? because if you haven't been to the doctor or the dentist in a year, come on, guys, we need to take our health seriously. We need to do this. I know no one's yelling at you. You don't have any parents to tell you, like, you need to do this and you know, this is important. But I am. I'm here yelling at you. Book the appointment. It's not that scary. It's not that hard. I understand if you have health anxiety because I too suffer from health anxiety. Book the appointment, please. Okay? Be intentional so that you can be successful. Okay? And happy and healthy and have a good 2024. Because you know what? You have nothing if you don't have your health. You have nothing. Nothing can be done if you are not healthy. So take it seriously. And last but not least, the fourth little thing, which I have touched on in almost every single one of these categories already, is to start afresh. Start fresh. Throw it out. Donate. Deep clean. Wipe that fridge down. Wash those beds. Clean under the bed, because I'm sure you haven't done that this year. I did it the other night, because I haven't done it this year. I did do it once this year, so that was the second time. But, like, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? So do that. I was mopping my walls in November. You know why? Because I was mopping the baseboards, and then I was like, you know what I haven't done? And you don't have to be as crazy as me. You know, that's me. It's fine. But have you cleaned your rugs recently? How many rugs do you have in the house? Have you shaken them out real good when you vacuum? Are you skipping that step every time you clean and you're like, I'll get to it later? Now's the time to do it, okay? So we can truly, genuinely start fresh, because you cannot receive anything new, again, if you do not have space for the new that's trying to come in for you. So get rid of that. I have a really hard time making everything in my life sentimental or thinking that I'm never going to have access to these things again because I grew up not having access to these things and made it to where I did have access to these things. And now I'm not getting rid of, like, the piece of crap pan that has been with me for 7 years and moved to a million different places with me, because even though I have a nice pan set, I have a pot and pan set that Jordan and I bought together that's nice, that we use. I don't ever use that pan, but I've never gotten rid of it, because what if I need it? Girlfriend, you are making moves, you are making money, you are putting forth the effort now, you are no longer an addict, like, things are working out, you will have the funds to buy a new pot or pan if you need to. Get rid of that 7-year-old pan that sits in the laundry room closet, okay? All right. So don't feel like you're alone, because it's me too. But I've started deep cleaning, and it is literally like just taking a weight off my shoulders. And I was deep cleaning and then, like, taking inventory of things, and I was like, wow, I have way too many things. Like, this is ridiculous. It's just so much. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? And this is the year that I've really been financially stable and confident, and I'm like, we've got to clean some stuff out. We've got to let go of this. Like, it sits in my mind and it takes up space, and then I feel guilty for holding on to them, and I just let it go. Let it go. Someone else that needs it will find it. If you donate it, that's a really good place to start. But give yourself permission, okay, to elevate your space by getting rid of these things that you don't really want, and it'll allow you to upgrade things in your space this year, in your life. For example, my dogs got into a fight the other day. I need to book an appointment for them. They're both fine. It's just time for Zeppelin to get fixed. You know what I'm saying? They're a little too aggressive. So they got into it, and we knocked over the coffee table, separating them in November. I still don't have a coffee table. You know why? Because it's Christmas, and that's a financially straining month, and I don't want to buy just a cheapy little coffee table to get me through. I want to buy the coffee table of my dreams. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save. I'm going to research. I'm going to save some items. Look at it, what's the word? Inspiration on Pinterest. I was going to call it Pinspiration. It's essentially the same thing. But that's what I'm going to do, because I want nice things. And I don't need a coffee table. I don't need a coffee table. You know what I'm saying? I want a coffee table, and most people have one in the living room, and it just seems normal to fill that space with said table, but I don't need one. I'm not dying for one. You know, my life isn't lacking because I don't have a coffee table. Do I want one eventually? Yes, but I'm just going to take my time getting there so I can get what I want of value. And I feel like this ties back in a little bit to our instant gratification, finances, and inflation video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. It will change the way you probably view yourself and maybe the ways you're spending money, and maybe if you're in debt. Go watch the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? You're watching my videos, you're here, support. I love y'all. I appreciate it. I love this little community. I'm small enough right now to where I can still comment back to every single person that comments. So I'm always down there having a little conversation with you guys. If you haven't rated me 5 stars yet on Spotify and you're listening, please throw me a bone. A nice little goal would to hit 50 stars on Spotify. I'm last time I checked, I'm at 38, which isn't bad. It's about 10 a month on average. But I would love a little 5-star review rating if you're listening to me on Spotify. I would appreciate it. It would be something nice to do for someone. But yeah, join my community, follow along. And I upload every single Monday and Thursday, but I've been uploading like a crazy this month, and I'm trying to keep the ball rolling. So if you don't want to miss anything, I'm kind of like experimenting with content and throwing different stuff out there. I'm doing motivating videos, I'm doing plan with me videos, I'm doing this and that and the other. And also I'm going to be having a plan with me video. If you're listening on Spotify and you want to come join the YouTube party, come over. You're welcome to come hang out. I will see you guys in the next episode of Sounds Like a You Problem podcast. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll see you in the next YouTube video. And if you're on Spotify, leave me a 5-star review, please. Love you. Bye. Thank you.